I'm holding the very first LED shop light that I purchased, I think it was about 12 or 13 years ago. And I can remember getting this. I can remember thinking, wow, this is going to be the answer. You know, no more hot bulbs, no more burnt out bulbs. But when I brought this to the shop, boy, was I disappointed. You know, I turned this on and I'm looking up underneath my car here and I'm thinking, man, is that lame or what? So I put this aside for a couple of years and went back to my incandescent and halogen bulbs, and you all know what a pain those are. But I never gave up. You know, LED lights have improved drastically over the last 5 years. And I've been having a lot of fun with them around the shop here. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I have a number of videos on my quest to find the ideal shop light. Well, look at what I'm working with today as I work on the suspension of this Mercedes-Benz. I can turn this light on. Look at the difference. Can you believe that? I mean, this thing can be adjusted, you know, up and down. And what's cool about this light is it's on caster wheels and it's battery operated. Battery operated with a very small battery. I don't have to lug around, you know, a motorcycle or a car battery to power these light bulbs. And this thing has a tray and I can lower it up and down, you know, like this, and even get under the car when I'm working on here. Hands-free, cordless, on a tripod rolling stand, and with rotating trays to put my tools and parts on. So I think I've kind of found what I really want. That's for me, all right? That's what I need in my shop. And I've got some variations of this. But recently, I decided to go over some of the options that maybe you could use in your own garage, or things that you could make from the tripod stand that I modify and offer on my website. So I've got a number of different lights here that can be mounted on this stand. And if you're interested in learning more about this, I'm just going to put a link in the description below this video. It'll just take you to a free video on my website where I'm going to take you through how this thing has been developed, and I'll show you some of the different attachments that you could go out and buy yourself, whether you wanted corded or cordless, and some of the options you would have for batteries. So I hope you find this helpful, because I tell you, once you get a shop like this when you're working around a car, particularly like inside the car, under the dash, or even this thing can be taken off and put on the ground. So if you're working from a jack stand and a floor jack, this is an amazing light, folks. This is an absolute amazing light. Let me turn the snap-on light on. Okay, look at that. You have the same mobility and almost the same brightness. It's not quite as much as both of those LED lights turned on together. The only disadvantage now is you do have a cord that you may trip over, but one of the things I've learned with these snap-on lights, you can knock them over. We've probably knocked these over a dozen or more times, and they've never broken. These have never broken. Not like the old halogen lights where you kick those over and the light bulbs burns out and the glass breaks. But these are just amazing lights. You know, I've got a construction project I'm working on now. I took two of these and mounted them on the stand you can see here. Look at how much light this will produce, particularly when you're working in a dark area, doing some framing or sheeting inside a construction project where you don't have any wiring installed yet. So this is a great light if you want to go with a corded light right here.